1 week after Quentin Beck's invasion of Europe and Spider-Man's preparation to assassinate him, Spider-Man's civic identity as Peter Parker was revealed to the world. Parker and MJ escape to his apartment and meet up with their aunts May and Happy Hogan. Parker, MJ, Aunt May, and Ned Leeds were questioned, along with the apartment surrounded by the damage control department, but were eventually released without charge by the name of Peter, with the help of Matt Murdock. Parker, MJ and Leeds went back to high school, but their college application was rejected due to recent controversy. Parker consults with Stephen Strange at the Sanctum Sanctuary and asks him to spell "People forget that he is Spider-Man." Despite Wang's warnings about the consequences, Strange casts the spell anyway. However, the spelling is damaged when Peter's changing needs make it unstable. Strange then annoys Peter, realizing that Peter didn't try to contact the MIT acceptance board to request a possible doomsday spell before approaching him. Parker went to the Alexander Hamilton Bridge and tried to persuade an MIT administrator to accept Leeds and MJ's request. Suddenly, the bridge is attacked by Otto Octavius, who rips Parker's nanotech from his iron spider suit and causes it to attach to his mechanical shop. After discovering that it was not Peter Parker whom he had previously fought, Octavius disarmed his robotic weapons with nanotech, was captured by Strange with Kurt Connors, and held in a holding cell in Sanctum Sanctuary. Strange reveals that his mantra has begun to bring everyone who knows Peter Parker Spider-Man into his world, from all over the multiverse. With the help of MJ and Leeds, Parker decided to help capture any other potential audience. They find and capture Max Dillon and Flint Marko. Elsewhere, Norman Osborn was recovered after attending a FEAST. The building is asking for help. Strange wants the villains to return to their respective universes and fulfill their destiny. However, Parker wants to heal and help them before sending them back to prevent their fateful death. He frees them and, after a brief fight, confines Strange to the mirror dimension, taking the villains with him to Happy's apartment. Parker successfully cured Octavius by using Stark Industries technology to replace his broken inhibitor chip. When the healing of Osborn and Dillon is done, the Green Goblin personality accepts Osborn before performing the healing. Goblin then leads Dillon to remove the device Parker had placed on him to heal himself, and despite Parker and Octavius' best efforts, the other four escape. In the ensuing battle, May is badly injured by Goblin. Parker is unable to save him as he dies from his injuries. MJ and Leeds accidentally learn how to open the portal using Strange's sling ring, which they use in an attempt to find Parker, but instead send an alternate Peter Parker from a different universe. A second try brings through another option. Leeds and MJ find Parker, who is comforted by MJ after learning of May's death. He then meets another Spider-Man, who shares stories of losing his loved one and encourages him to fight for May's honor. They help heal the remaining villains and lure them to the Statue of Liberty. Spider-Man defends Leeds and MJ Strange's original binding spell as they fight their enemies together. During the fight between the three Spider-Men, they decide to plan a coordinated attack on the villains. They later team up with Octavius and manage to defeat and heal Connors, Dillon, and Marko, and after Dillon's long battle with Spider-Man in his universe, he is encouraged to abandon his evil tendencies. Leeds accidentally frees Strange from the mirror dimension, who takes control of the spell and works to protect the current universe as the barriers between the other universes begin to crumble. Meanwhile, an angry Parker fights Goblin and seeks to kill him to avenge May's death, but Parker stops him from the Goblin universe, only to have the latter stabbed in the back by Goblin. Parker then injects the Goblin with healing, returning it to a repentant Osborn. Peter and MJ confess their love for each other and share an emotional kiss before the mantra officially begins. To prevent further catastrophe and at Parker's request, Strange writes correctly, sending the alternate Spider-Man and his villains back to their respective universes, while everyone forgets Parker's existence. Later, Parker tries to reintroduce himself to MJ and Leeds, but he is unable to do so. Parker visits May's grave, bonds with Happy, now oblivious to his identity, and vows to continue. Parker created a new suit from scratch to recapture his independent heroism. In a mid-credits scene, cosmopolitan drifter Eddie Brock and his sidekick Venom sit in a bar talking to the bartender about other superhumans and blips. While thinking about how to save this new world, the two are quickly returned to their universe by Strange's spell, unknowingly leaving a part of the symbiote on the counter.